What is going on? What is going on? Happy day. I'm super happy that you're here. And I wanted to talk about if you take time for thinking. Do you take time for thinking, right? Like many of us know how important it is to think. And it seems really simple and really silly, but how much time do I actually take away to separate myself from my day and really from my phone, honestly? To like really think. Like thinking is a pretty inactive thing, like from the outside, like right, it just looks like I'm just kind of sifting through my thoughts in my head, right? It's a pretty inactive activity, but underneath the hood there are tens of millions of synaptic connections that are happening in a really integrative process for the brain, and it's called the default mode. The default mode network of the brain is what lights up the moment that we stop actively doing something in our days. And so it starts to go into this really cool integrative process. And what it's doing is it's creating a cohesive sense of reality. So it's taking everything that we've been doing throughout the day in our activity, and it's actually consolidating that information and making sense of it so that we can then go back out into our day and do something with that information. Really, really important thing to be doing, right? Um, and here's the other thing, it feels boring. Like it feels boring waiting around for our brains to process and catch back up to life in front of us. So many of us just don't do it. It's kind of like exercise. It can feel a little uncomfortable. So it's like, I'm just not going to do it. Like it's kind of boring. There's probably better things I could be doing with my time, but it's also not productive, right? And we're trained to be productive, right? That's from an early age, we're trained to be productive. And there's more things that we could be doing. But here's the thing, I would actually argue that this is the most important thing that we can be doing in our 24/7 news cycle, social media world, fast-paced everything, Instacart, DoorDash, like everything in our lives moves so fast. And so I would argue that this is actually the one most important window that we need to be hitting every single day, a window of time to really do this process. And I think a lot of us don't want to waste any more precious time and get behind even further on that really big life project or goal or mission, right? Because we're chaotically like running around and just seeing what sticks. And I want to be really precise with my energy. I want my energy to like be really cutting and doing exactly what I should be doing and what's the most aligned for me and for my life and for my community and for the people that I love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you're picking this up. And so, like, that's what I did. I created an active process to really drawing together like the latest in neuroscience and biology and human performance literature, everything that we know, so you can stop spinning your wheels and getting more done. Like, that's literally the purpose. Like, so by taking advantage of this small, important opportunity and the small, important window of time in your day to really gain clarity and insight while dissolving stress and anxiety. And I call it body-based breakthrough. It's my greatest gift that I can offer to the world. So I'm incredibly excited. And this is the first time I'm actually publicly announcing this. I'm creating a 15-day training course on how to actually do this in your life. And I'm going to give more and more details on it as we actually have it fully produced and it's like out into the world for you to like actually take advantage and like really grok this. But I want us to be thinking more about this in our lives of like, what's the active thing that I can do every day to actually allow my brain to process, to step away from everything and to make sense of my world. That's it for today. I love you so much, truly, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. I'll talk to you really soon.